This crochet hat is the perfect project for experienced beginners. You want to make it with me? Grab your crochet hook and let's go. What you'll need: 2 skeins of 100% cotton yarn. I paired it with this alpaca yarn that I had, but the way that this pattern is written is you can use whatever weight of yarn that you want as long as you get the measurements correct. You're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, a measuring tape, and stitch markers. The perfect fit. Let's take some measurements. So there's 3 parts of the hat: the crown, the top, the body, and the brim, which in this case is rolled. So if you want your hat to fit you perfectly, we're gonna have to take some measurements. So grab your measuring tape and your calculator. You're going to want to take your measuring tape and measure around your head, right above your ear. You're going to use this measurement to determine how big you're going to make the crown of your hat. So the diameter of the crown. How we calculate that is, let's just say that your measurement is 22 inches. You're going to divide that by pi, which is 3.14, which is going to give you 7 inches. This 7 inches is going to tell us how big, or the diameter of the crown for your hat, so you have the perfect fit. So let's begin. Start off with a slip knot and then chain 4. We're not using a magic circle here. Once you chain 4, we're going to create the circle by slip stitching into the back bump of the first stitch. This creates our base ring, and you'll see here that there's a tiny little circle. That's where we're going to crochet into to create our round 1. So for the first round, you're going to put 8 single crochets into the center of your circle. And don't forget, put your stitch marker on the first stitch of the round. So for this project, we're going to be using an invisible join to join the rounds. You are more than welcome to do just a regular slip stitch at the end of the round. However, the way that I'm going to show you at the end of this round creates this really beautiful join that doesn't leave that line going up the side of your hat. This is the end of the first round. I'm counting the 8 stitches, and now we're ready to start the invisible join. So the first thing you're going to do is take that stitch marker out, and you're not going to put the hook through the front of the stitch, you're going to put it through the back of the stitch. And then take the loop, put it on the hook, and pull it through. So you're pulling the loop from the front of the work to the back, and then take it off the hook. You're going to make sure that you hold that loop down so it doesn't move. And then put the crochet hook through the front of that first stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you'll have 2 loops, one on the front of the work and one on the back. Put both loops on your crochet hook and then pull the back loop through the front loop. And that's it, your invisible join. Now we're ready for round 2. You're gonna put your hook back into that same space, and this is gonna be your first stitch of the round. Don't forget your stitch marker. For this round, we're gonna do increases into every stitch. So you're gonna put 2 single crochets into each stitch. At the end of this round, you should have 16 stitches. Alright, I got my 16 stitches here. Let's go over that invisible join one more time. So you're going to take the loop off of the hook, go through the back of your work, put the loop onto your hook and pull it through from the front of your work to the back. Take the loop off the hook, make sure that you're holding that loop down so it doesn't move. You're going to put your hook through the front of that stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Make sure you're holding on to the back loop. Then you're going to put both hoops onto the hook and pull the back loop through the front loop. Perfect. Now we're ready for round 3. You're going to put your hook back into that first stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. This is the first stitch of the round, so don't forget to put your stitch marker. For this round, it's 1 single crochet, 1 increase. You're going to repeat this pattern 8 times. So single crochet, 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Single crochet, 2 single crochet in the next stitch. At the end of this round, you'll have 24 stitches. We'll go through the invisible join one more time. So take that stitch marker out, go through the back of the work, pull the loop through from the front to the back, hold that loop, then put the hook through the front of the work, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to pull the loop from the back through the front. Now you're ready for round 4. For this round, you're going to do an increase on the first stitch. And then for the rest of the round, it's 2 single crochets, increase. 2 single crochets, increase. You're going to repeat that 7 times. And then at the end, you should have 2 stitches left, and you're going to put single crochets into both of those. Here we're at the end of the round. We have the 2 stitches left, 1 and 2. You're going to put a single crochet in each of those stitches, and then you'll have 32 stitches. Now all you have to do is your invisible join, or you could do a regular slip stitch if that works best for you, and you're ready for round 5. For this round, it's going to be 2 single crochets, increase for the first 3 stitches, and then the pattern you're going to repeat is 3 single crochets, increase. You're going to repeat that 3 single crochet increase pattern for 7 times, and then you'll have 1 stitch left at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. I have my 1 stitch left. You're going to put a single crochet into that stitch and then do your invisible join. This round you should have 40 stitches. After your invisible join, you're ready for round 6. For this round, it's going to be an increase into the first stitch, and then the pattern for the rest of the round is 4 single crochets, increase, 4 single crochets, increase. Repeat it 7 times, and you'll have 4 stitches left at the end of the round. We have our 4 stitches. I'm going to put a single crochet into each stitch. At the end of this round, you'll have 48 stitches. The beauty of using this method to create the crown of your hat is that it creates a perfect circle without any notches because the increases aren't stacked on top of each other. And you can use this method with any weight of yarn as long as you're taking the measurements along the way. Now we're ready for round 7. You're going to start this round with 3 single crochets, then an increase. And then the pattern for the rest of the round is 5 single crochets, increase, 5 single crochets, increase. Repeat that 7 times, and then you'll have 2 stitches left at the end of the round for your single crochets. I'm going to put a single crochet in those last 2 stitches and then join your round. You'll have 56 stitches at the end of this round. For round 8, you're going to put a single crochet into every stitch. We're not doing any increases during this round. Also, if you find that your circle isn't laying flat or it starts curling a little bit, you can always add an extra round of just single crochets and that should flatten it out. The end of this round will have 56 stitches. Go ahead and give it a count, and then you're ready for your invisible join, or however you want to join, and we're on to round 9. For this round, you're going to start off with 2 single crochets and an increase, and then the pattern for the rest of the round is 6 single crochets, increase, 6 single crochets, increase. Repeat that 7 times and you'll have 4 stitches left at the end of the round. Here's our 4 stitches at the end of the round. Going to put a single crochet into each stitch, and you should have 64 stitches. Now you can really start to see the results of the invisible join. If you look at it, you can't really see the line where the rounds begin. It's so lovely. I love this method. Now we're ready for round 10. The pattern for this round is 7 single crochets, increase. 7 single crochets, increase. You're going to repeat this pattern 8 times. There won't be any stitches left at the end. At the end of this round, you'll have 72 stitches. Round 11. There's no increases for this round, so single crochet in every stitch. The stitch count is still 72, and then you're ready for round 12. For this round, you're going to start off with 4 single crochets and then an increase. And then the pattern for the rest of the round is 8 single crochets, increase. 8 single crochets, then an increase. Repeat that 7 times, and you'll have 4 stitches left at the end of the round. Our 4 stitches. I'm going to put a single crochet into each stitch, and then you'll have 80 stitches for this round. Before we move on to the next round, you're going to take a measurement of the crown of your hat. So that number that we came up with earlier, you're going to measure across the diameter of your crown. So this is sitting at about 6 inches, and I need it to be 7, so I need to keep going. If this number is good for you, then you can skip ahead to the body of the hat. If not, we're going to continue on to round 13. For this round, there's no increases, so single crochet into each stitch. You'll have 80 stitches, and moving forward I would highly recommend measuring at the end of each round just to make sure you're sitting where you need to be. Round 14, the pattern is 9 single crochets, increase, 9 single crochets, increase. You're going to repeat the pattern 8 times. There will be no stitches remaining at the end of the round. At the end of this round, you'll have 88 stitches. You'll want to take your measurement to see where you're sitting at. If you need more increases, what you're going to do is you're going to do an additional round of single crochets and then repeat this round, round 14. So 9 single crochets, increase until you reach your desired length. Just keep in mind that every time you do an increase, you're adding 8 stitches. You'll want to keep that number in mind for when we do the brim. Once your crown is the desired length, you're ready to move on to the body of the hat. For the body, you're continuing to single crochet in the round. No increases, but you're going to continue crocheting until the hat touches right above your ear. So you want to make sure that you're trying on your hat as you go. Here's the body. It sits right above my ear. It's a good length for me. So now you're ready to start the brim. To create the rolled effect for this first round, we're going to do an increase every 4th stitch. So 3 single crochets, increase, 3 single crochets, increase. So if you did additional rounds, so you have more than the 88 stitches, then you're going to want to make sure that your stitch count is a multiple of 4. I didn't show it here, but you're gonna wanna put an additional stitch marker to mark this round so you can see where you started doing the increases for the brim. After that one round, you can see that it's starting to curl a little bit. That's good, that's what you want. For the next couple of rounds, all you're doing is single crochet in each stitch, no increases. You're going to continue crocheting in the round until the brim measures about 2 to 3 inches. So placing the stitch marker in the round that you started doing increases for the brim is going to help you tremendously as you continue to help measure. So I'm not quite where I want to be, but you can see the brim is starting to roll. Continue crocheting in the round until you reach your desired length. This came up to about 2.5 inches, which I was cool with. And once you reach a length that you're good with, you're gonna do 2 more rounds. The next round is gonna be decreases. It's 9 single crochets and then a decrease. We're gonna do this because it's gonna help to maintain the shape of that rolled brim. To decrease, you're going to put your hook through the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then put your hook through the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull up through all 3 loops on the hook. Continue this to the end of the row. For the last round, there's no increases, no decreases, just single crochet into every stitch. You're almost done. All you have to do is weave in your ends. Let me show you how I like to do it. And you're done. Don't forget to take that stitch marker out. And you're going to want to do a little bit of shaping for the brim just to make sure that it rolls the way that you want it to. But it's done. It's perfect. You have a new staple piece in your wardrobe. Good job. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.